Arthur's got you.
You don't need
It's
to be
all right.
frightened, little cat.
Selam.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately.
Öyle mi?
My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Bunu işaretliyorum.
Your mother's right. Magical beasts are more trouble than they're worth.
I think they can help us as long as we help them. They just take some getting used to. You'll have to get used to them. Otherwise, you'll have a time of it in Beasts with Professor Howin. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
İyi şanslar.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Bunu döndürebiliyor muyuz? Aynen.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Yani evet.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes, he travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Bir kitap.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Okay.
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Hogwarts öğrencilerinin yüzyıllar boyunca en sevdiği tariflerin bir koleksiyonunu barındırıyor. Biz bunları toplayacağız, okey. Açık saha rehberi. Okey. Buradan bakabiliyoruz, okey.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Haritayı açmamızı istiyor. Tamam. Büyük salon bölgesi şurası. Şurası. Merkez salon. İksir sınıfı. Kehanet sınıfı. Kütüphane. Seralar. Okey. Daha yeniyiz ha. Oyun tanıtıyor birçok şeyi.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain
uzattı
more
be.
about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, speaking of guides,
ha, şimdi şeyler geldi. Bu ana görevleri temsil eder. Ana görevleri tamamlamak hikayeyi ilerletir. Yeni özelliklerin kilidini açar ve XP kazandırır. Oyunu da oynamayalı bayağı olmuş da. Tamam. Bu neymiş? Tılsım dersi. Karanlık sanatlara karşı savunma sınıfına gidelim. Levioso büyüsü. Hadi bakalım.
the map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay...
Hadi gidelim. Yeter bu kadar sohbet.
Revelio.
Meydan okumalar menüsü. Nerede abi? Koleksiyonlar. Şimdi biz karanlık sanatlara karşı savunma dersine gideceğiz. Kapı açılmıyor. Kapı niye açılmıyor? Şimdi açıldı. La? Yukarıda. Haydi bakalım. İlk dersimize başlıyoruz.
Is that all you've got?
Abo!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember.
Levioso'ymuş büyünün adı.
Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned.
Okay.
Starting with something small.
Biz mi başlıyoruz ilk? Levioso mu yapacağız? Okay. Hoppa.
Levioso.
Ya nasıl yaptık?
Now, let's try something a little larger.
İlk biz başlıyoruz.
Let
Let's
us
go.
begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Okay.
Remember, a surprised opponent is a good. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling.
Düello.
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only
Seni
Levioso,
yeneceğim.
basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Arkadaşlar düello.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Ya siktir ya.
Rather good at this, aren't you?
Protego. I know.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Ben seni var ya öldürürüm.
This can't be your first.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Ne oldu lan?
I do enjoy life, Jim. Don't always do this for this event.
Ya böyle yenerler.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Nasıl yendim seni ama? Ya.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things. So, I'd advise you to keep practicing.
Tamam pratik yapacağız hadi. Uzatma.
All right, that's it.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice. In fact, it was. Perhaps I... Unsanctioned.
Perhaps.
Buraları geçiyorum ya. Buralar
Till next time.
çok etkilemiyor ya. Tılsım dersi burada galiba. Neredeydi? Tılsım dersi nerede? Dur bakayım tılsım dersi nerede? Haritayı nasıl açıyorduk lan? Buradan gidiliyor.
I didn't mean...
Hayır, buradan gidiliyor, pardon, yanlış yerden gidiyorum.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him this is the lesson.
Evet. Devam.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Aynen öyle, yeni
So
öğrenci.
you are the new student.
Daha önce
Have you
tanışıyordum.
met Professor Ronan?
Şimdi yeni tanışıyoruz.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Kimse yok galiba.
I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Hayda.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Kimse bilmiyor mu lan harbi?
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's
Olay ya.
hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okey. Başlıyoruz. Evet, akıyor büyüsünü öğreniyoruz. Hadi bakalım.
Accio,
Güzel.
that is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Öyle mi diyorsun ya?
Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Bu arada arkadaşlar, HOGWARTS Legacy'nin bu inceleme videosu da kanalda, onu da izleyebilirsiniz. Kısa bir inceleme videosu yapmıştım önceden. İlk çıktığında oynamıştım ve şimdi oynuyorum. Bakalım.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our new
Oyun mu
student start
oynayacağız?
us off?
Hep ben mi başlayacağım ya? Oo. İlk biz başlıyoruz arkadaşlar.
Very simply,
Çağrıma
cast
büyüsü,
Accio on
Accio.
one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are splendid!
Yay, 50 yaptım lan. Sıradaki.
Very good!
Yes. Yaptık.
Excellent control there.
Yay. Çok iyi yapmadım mı lan harbi? Çok
Very
iyi.
good. Points to Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Okay.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Hadi bakalım. Meydan okuyoruz birbirimize. Bakalım kaç puan yapacak Natsai. Oğlum çok iyi yaptı lan. 50 puan.
There we go.
Evet bizim sıramız. Biz 30 yaptık arkadaşlar.
Splendid!
Fena değil, fena değil. Not bad. O da 50 yaptı. 80 oldu. 50 yapmam lazım benim ya. Yapma be.
Don't lose your composure.
Let us see this.
Kaybettik amına koyayım.
That is how it's done.
Sen görürsün lan. Kaybettik, yapacak bir şey yok.
Nicely done.
30 puan farkla kaybettik lan. Fena değildi ya.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Daha farklı hali, okey.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Okey. Bu turu kesin kazanmamız lazım ya. 30 yaptı, dur 30 yaptı.
There we go.
50 yapmam lazım ya. Ah lan, kutuya çarptı. Enti. Fena değil, fena değil.
Watch this. Phew.
60 oldu. Benim bu arada sayılmadı ya. Tamam, güzel. 30.
That's it.
Let us see this.
Abi az önceki var ya, geçerli olsaydı yenmiştim buna. Bala göte yeniyor ya.
That is how it's done.
Şu kutu geçsin de. Hadi. 50 mi oldu?
Brilliant.
Tüh be. 10 puanla kaybettim ya. Enti. O geçersiz olmasaydı ki yenmiştim he.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Fena değiliz ya. Daha ilk günümüz ya Hogwarts'ta. Gene iyiydik yani. Kötü değildik abi.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. didn't want to go too easy on you.
Ya ne demezsin.
Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left.
Başka bir ülkeden gelmiş.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Tamam, konuşalım.
Until next time.
Gene iyiydim yani, kötü değildim.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Büyüleri de öğrenmiş olduk. Neydi bunun adı? Tılsım dersi. Tılsım dersi de bitti arkadaşlar. Bu kapıyı açamıyor muyuz? Kapıyı açamıyoruz herhalde. Oğlum mekanlar bayağı iyi ya. Mekanları çok iyi yapmışlar.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Tek başına bir şeyler yapıyor.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Samantha değil, sen kimsin?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me.
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his.
Öğreneceğiz ya. Daha ilk gün ya. Abi Hogwarts binasını birebir yapmış herifler ya abi, çok iyi. Baksana şu görsele. Adamlar harika yapmışlar abi. Şu dekorlara bak. Muazzam ya. Şimdi ne kaldı? Weasley dersten sonra. Kaybolan malzemeler. Ha tamam, okey. Profesör Weasley'e gidelim. Weasley. Aşağıdan mı gidiliyor? Oyunu ilk çıktığında oynamıştım. Bu kadar şey değildi ya sanki oyun. Daha çok şey güzel geldi gözüm oyun ya. Sanki. Şimdi ben şöyle bir şey yapayım. Ayarlar çünkü kasıyor. Şu ayarları ne yapalım, düşürelim mi? Video, yayın. Şunu orta kaliteyi çekelim. Tamam, devam. Devam. Ayarları birazcık şey yaptım, kıstım. Bir de şey, bu grafik ayarlarına nereden geliyorduk? Grafik ayarlarına bakmam lazım da. Şuradan mı ayarlar? Ha burada. Tamam hepsi düşükte abi. Tamam hepsi düşükte. Pencereli tam ekran. Alan derinliği falan filan. Bunlar ne işe yarıyor bilmiyorum da. Çözünürlük, sonra bu ne? Tamam. Başka bir ayar var mı? Etki kalitesi tavsiye edilir. Hepsi düşükte. Hadi gidelim. Abi düşükte olmasına rağmen kasıyor ya. Optimizasyon sorunu var ya bu oyunda. Birazcık optimize edilse daha iyi olurmuş. Açıl lan kapı. İlla büyü mü atayım kapıya? Oyun çok feci kasıyor ya. Hadi bakalım.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Yeni bir görev.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Aynen geldik.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near, what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned.
Aynen.
In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Ekstra ödevlerle tamam.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one.
İlk asamızı almaya gideceğiz o zaman.
Regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well.
Gitmeye hazırız. İksir dükkanı hakkında daha fazla ne söyleyebilirsiniz? Büyü nedir? Yani burada gerçekten bir Ollivanders mı var? Tam iksir dükkanına gidelim.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Natsai Onai'yi diyelim ya.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend...
Tamam,
no time to wait.
Anladık. Yeter. Hadi gidelim şu Hogwarts şeyine. Hogsmeade. Ödevler Hogwarts profesörleri tarafından size verilen ve tamamlandığında sizi yeni büyülerle ödüllendiren bir görev türleridir. İlk göreviniz tamamlanan ödülü diğer görevleri tamamlamak için gerekli olan onarma büyüsü repair olacaktır. Oha lan dur. Bug'a girdi lan oyun az önce.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed
Başka
I
bir
do,
büyü yok mu ya?
and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes
Onarma
things
büyüsüymüş
right up,
bu.
makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not a number of your professor. I have arranged some for today.
Okay.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Öğretmenin verdiği ödeve bak amına koyayım.
Revelio.
Bunlardan toplamam lazım. Şimdi Reparo'yu
This is
kullanmam
the
lazım.
right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Büyü seti bunlar. Bunlar bizim içinde bulunduğumuz büyü setleri değil mi? Tamam. Büyü setlerinden bu neydi? Levioso. Nesneleri ve düşmanları havaya kaldırır. Bu neydi? Lumos. Hani Reparo nerede lan? Şu değil mi oğlum Reparo? Kırık heykelin yanındaki uçan sayfayı topla. İlk önce uçan sayfaları toplayacağız.
Revelio.
Kırık heykel ne lan? Şu mu? Yok, bu değil. Ha şu mu? Şu lan şu. Onu nasıl alabiliriz?
Revelio.
Okey. Ben burada bir sayfa göremiyorum. Ha şurada. Nasıl alacağız abi biz bunu ya? Basıyorum olmuyor. Lumos ışık şeydi.
Revelio.
Tamam, kırık heykel burada.
You beat Sebastian in a duel, didn't you? Brilliant.
Revelio.
Şurada. Nasıl alacağım ben?
Revelio. Levioso.
Levioso.
Got it.
Ona büyüyü kullanıp alacakmışız ya. 2 saat uğraştık boş. Aman
A
koyayım.
flying page must be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Orada hazine var lan. Buradan hazineyi alalım arkadaşlar. Allah Allah, kırılmıyor bu.
Revelio.
Nerede lan şu sayfa? Burada.
Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
Ha, bu ışık büyüsüydü, okey. Ne diyor? Karanlık sanatlara karşı... Tamam. Şu değil mi ya?
Brilliant.
sayfaları toplamamız gerekiyor.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Pero büyüsünü öğreniyoruz. Hadi bakalım. Bu onların büyüsüymüş. Bu arada.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Prepare.
Hani oğlum. Olmadı şu değil mi?
Revelio. Preparo.
Bunda denesek olmuyor mu? İlla bunda deneyeceğiz. Olmuyor ki.
Preparo. Lumos.
Ya bu değil de.
Levioso. Preparo.
Olmuyor, niye olmuyor? Buradakini demiyor muydu herif? Ama olmuyor hiçbir şekilde yani. Abi deniyorum, olmuyor. Kıramıyoruz onu pekala. Nasıl yapıyoruz biz bunu? Şuna.
Preparo.
Ne oldu şimdi? Oldu mu ama? Olmadı da. Mekanlar bayağı iyi ya. Şu ne ya?
Preparo. Preparo.
Oğlum bir bok olmuyor ya. Şunun yeri değişmiş oğlum. Şunu ekleyelim.
Levioso. Preparo.